Time has come to wrest the barrier from Gilroy. Lilac, have you come to a decision? Yeah. If this fails, it could mean the end of magic as we know it. But that isn't a burden you should have to carry by yourself. I want to free Lilia from her suffering too. Then we shall do this together. Okay, so that line wasn't there before because we didn't have the relic on before. So that's why we got that extra line. So this is going to be the ending for that, I guess. Trust no one. Those who are the final words of my lord. And that's why I do not care for your words. We know the barrier draws magic from the land of origin. If you're responsible for sustaining it and its weakening, it is almost certainly that it is your blight-addled mutant consciousness causing the blight to spread further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who? Who else is worthy of sitting upon this throne? We don't need a throne anymore. What? What if we destroy the barrier, unleash the magic from the land of origin upon the reign of death? Child, do you have any idea what that might do? The land of origin magic is the very backbone of this nation. Without it, humans would lose their means of survival. Homunculi would perish. All that would remain is famine and plundering. Is that the future you wish for? Nobody should have to make choices we are left with. Neither humans nor homunculi. All we can do now is reach out to those closest to us, brother. And just what is this, Magnolia? An attempt on your part to save me? Conceited gesture at best. Very well, I will see the magic of the origin unleashed. Allow me to demonstrate its power. I shall not yield until this body is naught but a rotting husk. Okay, you gotta chill out there, friend. I can't chase you to hell and back. Okay, that's a lot of swords. Chill out, sword man. Jesus Christ. Okay. Phase 2, I'm guessing. Whoa, chill out. No need for all that. Oh, it's an instant kill. Got it. I hate instant kills with a fiery passion. Okay. There's also something else I need to change. I just realized we're wasting a slot in our relics. We still have on this ring. Formidable enemies are immune to this effect, the insta-kill mechanic. So this is just a wasted... This one's just a wasted slot, so we need to take this off and put something else in its place. I'm gonna go with damage dealt on the ground. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's an interesting move. Yeah, we baited him into the... Okay. Okay, it's not an insta-kill. It's just a really damaging spell. Chill out with the swords, bro. I will break your guard before you can say anything. Oh, I just wasted that. Okay, So the hitbox goes through his hitbox as well. I was wondering if I was on top of him, if it would stop, so it goes through his hitbox. I'm very curious if it reaches behind him. That's something we'll have to test as well. But it's not an insta-kill, so I'm much more okay with that. I don't mind attacks that do a lot of damage, but have a very big wind-up like that. That's fine. That's perfectly a-okay. It's when you have, like, insta-kill, like, unblockable, you know, that kind of stuff, that I get a little more, Would you stop running away from me? Aren't you supposed to be like some crazy good knight or something? Knights don't run away from a fight. You coward, get back here. Okay. Okay, there he goes with that. Okay, so behind him is safe. Yeah, see, it's pretty easy to dodge, honestly. Okay. The fire that he does, on the other hand, is not great. Okay. I think the fire is just a little too strong in this game, to be honest. Not equipment. What relics do we have on? Okay. Recovery actions, yes. Damage taken by 10%, perfect. Break damage. We need that, because that allows us to stagger him, and then do more damage while staggered. More SP... We might need to take this off. It's very hard to hit him with, It's very hard to hit him with, our lady that we leave because he zips around. What I think we might do instead is take that off. Primary abilities. Maybe we put this on. Then we switch abilities, and we go, instead of this, we go back to the parry, right? Because that's a primary ability. Because we won't be able to use her heal effectively either in this fight, so... Okay, so don't use that on the swords, got it. Okay. Sometimes dodging through him is a problem. Heal. Okay, he's gonna do the sword thing. Okay, I dodged too early, that's fine. I dodged too late. Okay, that was a perfect dodge. Okay, now he's got a phase 3, of course, where he flies. Okay, I've knocked him out of that. Okay, he's got a phase 4. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, do we have a problem. Okay. So 4 phases. Got it. Good. We're learning. So we basically need to take as little damage as possible for the first 2 phases, which are going to be his easier phases. Okay, these swords hit in a very weird way. Okay, he's going to that phase. Okay. Yeah, these man, he does a lot of damage. I dodged late. That is not what we want, unfortunately. Like, if he didn't dash in weird ways, it would be fine. It's just sometimes he dashes and it's just like he just gets in a weird position. Oh, we can parry that. That's big. Oof. That hurt a lot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to, as they say in the Souls community, get good. Those swords, man, those fire swords really suck. Yeah, I think fire's too strong. I think that's the one, like, if I had a balance thing, I think fire is far too strong. The other elements just feel like just so weak in comparison. And you can tell because there's so many monsters. Okay, there needs to be a indication on which when he's using different versions of the sword attack. Because he can just extend that, which is very like there's a very soft audio cue, which I'm not a fan of. I wish it was a little bit more obvious visually. Okay, he's going to phase 2, so that was kind of a waste. Why did I dive into it? Okay. Those purple spheres... See, that's the thing, too, is... So there's little... I think this is showing a little cracks in how the dodging works. Like, because the dodge is... So, I've talked about this before when we were talking about the dodge. So, whenever you're talking about a dodge window... I used these before. This is the player, this is the attacker, right? So the way the dodge window works in some games, Souls games, as long as you're in the animation of rolling, in a lot of cases, it'll count as a dodge, right? Even if you're like heavy rolling. So if you're like, ugh, it still counts, right? Some games, 2D games, they put the dodge either at the beginning, so if it swings and you dodge right as it connects, that's a dodge, right? But if you dodge and then it connects, it will still hit you, right? Because the dodge check is at the beginning, not the end. Now, some games will put it at the end where it's like, okay, it swings and I dodge right before, it'll still hit me because I'm not at the end of that animation. This game puts it at the start. So even though I'm still stuck in the movement of the dash, I still get hit at the end of my dash because the iframes, the invincibility frames of the dodge are at the beginning, which is a real problem. See, like that right there. That's a perfect example of what I was talking about. But yeah, both of those, like, those were dodges, but because they were at the end of the and I had my parry out. You can see it's on cooldown. The parry didn't even go off there. So, and the parry window is also interesting because it's also checked at the beginning of an attack. Again, I don't think this is insurmountable. I just think that it's one of those that I wish that honestly, the purple spheres, I just wish those were more legible. Okay, phase 2. Big sword. Dodge. Heal. He's gonna go over there. Okay, again, at the beginning of the dodge. Not the end. Well, that's actually a really good strategy there, the running towards him and gunning. Okay, phase 3. Phase 3 wasn't too bad. He relies a lot on his swords here. I don't know what that move is, but I don't want to get hit by it. Okay, now he's going to go into phase 4. Now this is where he does... Okay. Yeah, see, there's no visual representation of these beams before they come out. Okay. So we can't go through the beams. The beams are too thick to dodge through, it seems. So we just have to dodge the swords, it seems. I was trying to parry the smash down, but I didn't hit it fast enough. Okay, interesting. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. Heal here. He's on fire. Okay, hit the dodge button, but it didn't matter. Of course. Okay. Yeah, so the purple balls are not a well-designed visual representation of their hitboxes. Yeah, they're not well designed, unfortunately. Okay, I hit the dodge button immediately when I could. I'm getting stuck in the attack animation there. That's why we're getting... Okay, phase 3, and at the most unfortunate time for us to get the phase 3. I think that's a parry is what that is. Yeah. Yeah, so the orb's hitbox is slightly bigger. We had this problem when we had the boss that swung. So where the orb contacts a little bit past that actually hits before it shows visually. There was a big guy who swung 2 swords, and when we got killed by it once, you could see his hands were still here, but the effect for the swing had already created the full arc. And that is what killed us, even though his arms were still up and had not come down yet. That's what's happening with these purple things. So they're supposed to go zoop, zoop, but what's happening is as soon as they show up, the whole hitbox is there. So not just the center where it's at, but where it explodes to is there, right? So the effect is actually not keeping up with the animation of the actual attack. That's why I keep missing these dodges. And our heal thing didn't go off there. So that's another bug we've run into, where sometimes the heal, the oh, you're too low health, here's full health and everything, sometimes it doesn't go off. That's also a bug. He also does far too much damage. Like, come on, man. How much damage do you need? I'm gonna save that till he gets to phase 2. It should be shortly. Yep, there it is. Okay. Ooh, got him right before. Okay, he should go into phase 3 soon. Yep, there it is. Go ahead and top off. Yeah, he knows how broken the purple things are. Okay, that's what I thought that did. Okay, so he has a parry bubble. Yeah, the purple things do far too much damage, and their effects don't line up. So there needs to be some balancing there, I think. Because our defense is not low, right? Like, our defense is 414, which is almost as high as our health. Like, we've sacrificed a lot of attack for defense, and it's still coming up short with the amount of damage that he has. Imagine doing this focused on attack, right? See, you see how I was outside of it, but still got hit by the effect? That's what I was talking about. Okay, so it should go into phase 2 soon. There it is. Heal. Go ahead and dodge that. Yeah, I don't like the purple spheres. I think they're a fine attack. I just think that they need to be adjusted to match up to what they say that they are. Okay, he's got a good stagger position as well, so Okay, so that's the pop of our thing. We need to be careful from this point on. We do not have that thing to worry about. Okay, I literally hit the dodge button. Okay, we're not on fire, but I need to heal. He's like... See what I mean? See how I was like on the edge of the purple thing, but before it exploded, it still hit me? That's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're gonna do that, just make them go from nothing to full instead of working their way out. I would prefer it not do that either, because that's even worse. You should have something that, like, basically what it should be is there should be a spot, a second like delay, so where you see like a black spot, and you go, oh, that's a spot, and then you know what to dodge, and then it goes off. So it's like dink, bam, instead of whoop, whoop, and that whole hitbox still being there, regardless of the state of the orb, because that's visually confusing. Can't even hit this guy. He's throwing swords at me. Yeah, this is not a good run. I can't get near him because he's not letting me do anything, because he keeps dashing away from me every time and using swords. And he doesn't even use that move that much. The one we just saw where he fired like a bunch of swords in a line. Like that's would be so much. I hit the dodge button. So again, I think I'm guessing it's just the way they programmed it. I really wish that you could cancel actions with dodges. It's called dodge canceling. It happens in a lot of Souls-likes. You can't do that in this game. If you go to swing, I'm hitting them at the same time, right? So if I hit swing and dodge, sometimes it eats the input unless I'm holding a direction, in which case you can see that it's delayed, right? So the attacks are taking precedent, and it should be reversed. The dodge should always take precedent. That's how you get fast-paced action, is just dodge, attack, right? Now, that can cause some balancing issues, because if people master that kind of system, I mean, if you master that kind of system, that's how you beat Elden Ring with a saxophone, right? Like, also, I've talked about this before. This game does have one fatal flaw with its design of its boss encounters, and it's that the bosses use random moves. There is no consistency with the moves that they use. So it's like, you can't really go, okay. I talked about this before. If you go watch the older videos where, yeah, I died to fire. If you go watch the older videos when we were talking about the witch, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's basically, the long and short of it is, I should be able to manipulate his behavior by doing certain things with my own behavior, and most of these bosses don't follow that. They follow the logic of, let me use random moves to try to hit the player. Because it's like, why did he use, like, his purple attack here when he usually would do swords, right? See, why is he using a sword attack there even though I'm not near him? That's what I'm talking about. Like, there should be some sort of, like, consistency to the attacks. If you're gonna have a boss this strong, there needs to be a like a manipulation between the player actions and there's that explosion again. I'm gonna take this time to heal.